All right, last main topic. So we just went to Wildwood. We did a video about Wildwood.
If you haven't seen it,
Go check it out.
The card will be up in the corner here somewhere.
Or it could be here.
It might be over there or there. So
or it should be over his face.
It should be. But anyway, click that video and watch our little clip on that.
Yep.
I thought you were going to talk.
No, I wasn't. We went to Wildwood, and we noticed how amazing it was. We've been to Gruen's. They're fantastic as well.
Yeah, been to a lot of shops.
Yeah. And, you know, when you go to a really good shop,
yeah,
really makes you think,
why can't they all be this way?
Why can't they all be this way? So what are the problems with most high-end shops nowadays?
Oh, high-end shops.
Excluding Wildwood and Gruen's because they're fantastic.
Well, I'll talk crap on them too. You know
No,
what?
you won't.
You know what the problem is with them?
Nothing.
Nothing. I would talk crap if I had something.
I know.
I just
So
don't.
what are the problems with high-end shops?
Well,
because I've got feelings on this.
I got feelings. Only some shops have problems that are high-end.
Okay. Name them.
Oh. Man.
You don't have to name drop, but it rhymes with... No.
Well, no. Well, I wasn't even talking about specific shops right now. But I think there's a problem with... So now since 2020, a lot of them are closed door, and they only want to sell online, right? So they will do appointments sometimes. Wildwood does appointments only. But you just call and you get it set up and you walk in. They have everything set up and they're good to go. I've called and made an appointment, walked into the shop, hung out, and started playing the guitar and the amp that I wanted to check out, that I told them I wanted to check out. I'm there for 20 minutes, and the guy's walking over to me and, like, kind of snotty is like, hey, I need you to wrap stuff up here because I got another guy that's supposed to be in here in a little bit. Are you wanting to buy something?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I've been playing this thing for like 20 minutes at max. I've been in the shop for like 20 minutes. I haven't even been playing it for
like probably 10 minutes.
Right. And haven't been able to really put it through its paces. I haven't even switched to a different guitar. I've only played like humbuckers or single coils through it, you know? And it's just like that type of thing will drive me wild. You know, I spent all this time to set up an appointment with you. Why in the world?
All this time. You called them in advance.
Well, I called them
like
in advance.
5 days to a week in advance.
Had it set up and pre-scheduled. Like, it's not like I popped in.
You're inconveniencing them.
Yeah. So that's a frustrating thing for me. Do you have something you want to chime in on?
I've got a lot of things, actually.
I do too.
So, you talked about them rushing you out the door, so that's number one.
Yep.
Number two, just like, kind of you touched up on it there, like, the expectation of, all right, if you're not buying something, get out the door.
Yes.
Like, you're a waste of my time if you're not going to buy something.
I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I got to be
We're there to try it.
I got to be attached to the guitar. Like, it's got to tell me, take me home, take me home. You know what I mean? Like,
that's every guitar. That doesn't count.
Well, I know, but like, that's true. But like, I have to have an experience that makes me want to buy it. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy it. I've got tons of guitars at home. It's not like I don't have a guitar and I need to buy one guitar right now.
So it's not that we want to stay there all day. It's that we want to see if it has a story to tell.
Yeah, and
you know
like
what I mean?
this telly and this telly is the exact same telly, but they're different colors and they're made of different woods. Let me try both of them and compare them.
Right.
Like, give me time to compare some stuff a little bit.
Right.
That is a big issue.
Rushing you out the door.
Yep.
Not a fan. So what's number three?
Number three. Number three is a tough one for me, I guess. Do you have a number three like on your list right now? Oh, go ahead with it then.
Crappy customer service.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Like a genuine like disdain for interacting with people.
Yeah.
Like someone who just looks like they hate their life.
And not interested in talking to you?
Yeah. Like doesn't want to converse at all.
Yeah.
Just wants to be either on the computer or on the phone.
Yeah, that's so common because a lot of these high-end shops, a lot of their sales are online.
Right.
Or they're over the phone. So they're really more concerned with that than what they are the customer in their store.
They're just either looking at their phone, on the computer, and like there's no conversation being had.
Yeah. A thing that drives me crazy too is when they just don't know about their equipment.
Okay, so that's the next number
Oh
4.
my gosh. Yeah, we can give it number 4. I cannot stand whenever like you ask a question because we're pretty like, I mean like I'm not tooting a horn here, toot toot, but like we're pretty knowledgeable about stuff when we go in to try it out, especially at a high-end shop like that. We're researching the equipment that's there and like what is special about that equipment or what do we want to compare it to and what does it compare to. So when we get there, most of the time we have most of the information that we would ever be able to ask. But then there's that one rare circumstance we see something that wasn't on the website or we didn't think about and we're like, oh, I didn't look this up. Does this have this or what kind of wood is this?
Right.
Like, if you don't know the answer, at least go try to find it. There's probably a way to look it up on the website. A lot of times though, they'll just be like, oh, I don't know. It's probably pine or it's probably all. Like,
right.
well, I don't want probably.
Right.
Like, I'm not being a jerk, but, like, your job is to know these guitars.
To be fair, that sounds like us on this show.
Does it? Well, it's not my job to know those things specifically about every piece. A lot of the information on this show is about, like, initial reactions to things.
What are our thoughts? Are we interested? Stuff like that.
So, I mean, it's their job to literally know the specs of the guitars that are hanging on their wall and be able to inform you about that. Mm-hmm. So that would be number 4 we said, right?
Yeah. So I think the last one is like the thought of, well, we're the best shop around, so it is what it is.
Yeah, if you don't buy from us, too bad.
You're not going to find better, so good try. Yeah. The like snootiness.
Yeah.
Of the shop.
That's a good one. Yeah, we've had some great experiences at nice shops and high-end shops, and boy, we've had some rough ones.
Terrible. Yep.
It's a shame. It's amazing because you go to a place like Wildwood. We just talked about that in that episode, and it's the best experience when you leave there. You're on like a high. Yeah. We've done that at Gruen's before. We've done that at Carter's. We went into Carter's like 2 days in a row because we were pretty seriously looking at a guitar for a little bit, and the experience was great there. Those guys were awesome. They didn't care. You could pick up whatever, do whatever. If you asked a question about something, he was like, you know what, I'm not sure. Let me go check on this. I'll be right back with you. And they would come back with
you. Just be honest with me.
Yeah, not a big deal. But we've walked into some shops, and we've got Killer Vintage in town, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. We've got one shop in particular in St. Louis that is rough. And it's not Guitar Center, because it's not a high-end shop.
Right.
But they sell online. It's a really rough shop to deal with. We've been in there 2 or 3 times, and we don't want to name blast anybody. What? We don't want to.
I feel like you do, but
I don't want to. If you know, you know.
That's fair.
We'll
leave it at that.
Yeah, it rhymes with.
No, we don't need to do that. But what it comes down to is we've had some bad experiences, and we've been burned. And I'm sure you all have been burned too. You go to a shop and you're just like, you were so excited. You've been looking at this one piece of equipment. You go to the shop. You're like, they're the only place that has it. You go in there and they're complete jerks.
Yeah. I've left shops thinking I will never go there ever again, no matter what equipment they have there.
Right.
And there's some equipment they've had that is not going to be anywhere else.
Nope. Not.
I'm just going to order it online.
Right.
And just be like, well, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not.
Well, and to be fair, that's what happened with you in Wildwood.
Well, yeah, I didn't know how they were going to be. We ordered online because we couldn't get a hold of, you can't get a hold of Wildwood spec guitars. You're not going to get a Wildwood spec relic ready guitar anywhere other than Wildwood, unless you find one used out in the market. But that's hard to find. People get them and they hold on to them.
Yeah. So that was your first experience. You decided, you know what, I don't want to deal with this shop, so I'm going to go to Wildwood. Yep. And it was fantastic.
Right.
And
yeah,
here we are.
The other shop that I was looking at was not cool. And they make custom guitar, like special guitar runs too. Have you guys had bad experiences like that? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Well, we've all had the bad Guitar Center experience. We're not talking about that because that's not a high-end shop.
And it's a box store. Like, you don't go in there wanting caviar. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't.
You don't go in there wanting filet mignon. But you know what? You go to a high-end shop, you'd like to be at least appreciated to be in there.
I don't even care about that. I just want them to just be cool. Like, just hang out. Just give me a second to check this stuff out.
Don't rush me out the door.
Don't rush me out. At
Don't
least
be
have
snooty.
a little bit of knowledge. Go
Yeah.
through the list of 4 things. It's big on our list.
I think we said 5, but that's
5
all right.
things, 7 things, 12 things, whatever
We
we
don't
said.
remember anyway.
No, but yeah, these high-end shops, they can be the coolest experience you've ever had.
Or they can be turds.
And they can be turds. And boy, there are turds in the punch bowl.
Yep. So we don't want to talk. We don't want to list any turds. But
We don't?
Not really.
You don't?
I don't want to.
Okay.
We don't need to go down that road. We don't want to be known as that channel. So I would rather say, what are your best experiences and how bad? Maybe just talk about your experience on why it was so bad.
Yeah, or just like a good experience. I'm good with either. Tell us you're good and tell us you're bad. That way we have an idea of the good shops that's out there.
Sure.
Let's talk about the good ones, right?
Yep.
So maybe that's a better way of handling it.
Yeah, and we should probably end it that way.
Rather than just saying the name.
No.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.